All right, well, I thought it would be a little fun to examine a bit of my backstory. History of the Joker. What do you know about me?
Well...
Enough about you. Let's talk about me.
After seeing that's what we actually both loved about Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Was it The Joker?
Joker.
Yes. I mean, Jason, he's done the article. We've shared it. I mean, there is something to be said about the story of your background. So tell us more.
Well, ironically,
it's a tragic story.
DC has never officially designated the Clown Prince's real origin.
So that was...
There are several versions.
All right.
And DC has never officially designated. Do you like that? I love that nickname, the Clown Prince.
Oh,
Clown Prince of Crime. So the Joker debuted in Batman #1 in 1940. This is the cover right here. It also revealed the superhero's origin for the first time. So found out how Batman got his start.
Sweet. And
contained the first appearance of Catwoman. This was a little fact
she's a good friend.
I didn't know. Batman first appeared in a separate series, Detective Comics. I did know that, which is he's still in today. But that's where DC Comics got its name, Detective Comics. Didn't know that.
Interesting.
So there's a bit of controversy over who created the Joker. There's a lot of debate. Basically, he was probably created by three people: Bill Finger, Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson. Bob Kane is the one who's credited for inventing Batman.
Okay. Even
there's a little controversy to that. So Robinson and Kane designed the character on the page. So I've got a little that would be the wrong one. There we go. There's a little concept sketch by Jerry Robinson right here, the Joker. And Bill Finger had a picture of an actor who was playing the disfigured, permanently grinning title character in the 1928 horror film, The Man Who Laughs.
Oh.
So this is Conrad Veidt. Conrad Veidt. So look at this very first picture of the Joker, and you can see the similarity here to this character. So this combined with the card, kind of where it started. He was introduced as a psychopath. So rude. He was a psychopath with a warped, sadistic sense of humor. The character became a goofy prankster in the late 1950s in response to regulation by the Comics Code Authority. Adults ruining everything is what I say to that.
Always.
Before returning to his darker roots during the early 1970s. All right, so then we've got this guy, Cesar Romero, most frequently recurring villain on the 1966 Batman TV show, the 60s, was portrayed by aging heartthrob Cesar Romero. And this is my favorite little fun fact that my brother Doug and I laugh about every time, is that he famously refused to shave off his trademark mustache for the role and simply had the character's grease paint applied over it.
Which is so obvious when you're watching.
Is what I considered last night as I was shaving everything here. I was like, I could just do the Caesar way and just go with it.
Caesar way. Well, I mean,
how many episodes? I committed to the role.
Yes, you did. More than Caesar.
Well, you're a heartthrob. You don't want to get rid of that wonderful mustache. As we discussed, Heath Ledger, probably most people know this, but he actually won a Oscar posthumously after he passed away for his portrayal of the character. Which is interesting because in that movie, he references several potential origin stories of why he became that way, and they all are kind of muddy and conflicting, which fits again with the concept that DC has never actually officially said how Joker became Joker. The most common story, which is a little bit kind of the basis for the original 1989 Batman with Jack Nicholson, is that he fell into a tank of chemical waste that bleaches his skin white, turns his hair green, lips bright red, and the resulting disfigurement drives him insane. So that's a very common one. Another fun fact, actually this is a very sad fact, Heath Ledger was planning to be the Joker in the follow-up after Dark Knight. So that is a shame that we didn't get to see that happen. So that kind of stinks. And final little fun fact about Joker. There was a Batman animated series that was very popular. I don't know if it was in the 90s or early 2000s, but some Batman fans will know this. I'm going to see if you have any guess. Who was the voice actor who played Batman in the animated series? Actually has been the Joker voice in video games and other animated
Should I know
things.
this? Do I even know?
You know who he is. You probably don't know who did this, but no guess?
No.
All right. I just checking. Just checking. It was none other than Mark Hamill.
Really?
Famously known
voice
as
actor. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's actually a really well-known, famous, and lauded for his portrayal of the Joker.
Interesting.
Voice. Huh. Which goes to say that apparently Luke always did have a little dark side in him. So a little bit of a trip down memory lane.
So I love Jen DeRitter's comment here. Do you want me to see if I can pick that up? Okay, let's see. I gotta do the mouse here. I'm not used to doing that. Okay. There. She says, I never knew I wanted to know this much about Joker, but loving it. I think that's the perfect comment today, Jen.
Well, little goes a long way.
Thank you, Lisa. I think I might just wear this wig on a regular basis because it's so
Do you know how
easy.
long it took her to dye her hair that bright?
Well, after the show last week, we did my whole
It was
head.
a week.
Yeah.
It was a week. You just had your head in foil for a week. It's crazy.
What we don't do for this show, you guys.
Well.